This video complements the preparations for winter with regards to my Dendrobium. Last week I talked about the mounted ones. Today we are dealing with the ones I keep in semi-hydro, and which are only 6 of them. These 6 Dendrobium have spent the summer on this table, and they seem to have adapted well, both to the new setup in semi-hydro and the new location. Let's start with this one, which is Dendrobium berry oda. He suffered a setback last year due to the insufficient watering and maybe too much direct sunlight. He produced lots of keikis, and as a consequence he did flower poorly this year. But during this summer he grew well. The new shoots have completed their growth, and this plant is ready for a dry and cooler winter outdoors. When days get much cooler, it will be moved to this side where he will be more sheltered. And now let's see the Dendrobium nobile, which are in 3 pots. I better be taking them to the other side where we have a better light. This is Dendrobium Spring Dream Apollon. This is my second one. Sorry to say, my first one went to the heaven of plants. Together with a bunch of keikis, he depleted himself to produce. The keikis were producing more keikis, and as the plants got too weaker, I got tired of smashing new coming mealybugs every morning. But that is ancient history. I got this new one in the spring. It had only 1 flowering cane, but had 2 new growths. 2 more new growths were produced while in my care. Neither of the new canes is as tall as the previous one, but they look healthy, and not one single keiki so far. And the new growths have finished growing, so I can give him a dry, cooler winter right here in this place. Let's see if he continues to behave. This one didn't go too well during the summer. It's Irene's smile. It spent the summer sleeping because it produced only this growth, and now it suddenly woke up and it decided to produce this growth and this growth as well. Of course, it's spending the winter outside, but it's not going to have a winter rest. I'll reduce watering, of course, but not completely, because these two new growths have to continue growing. And then we have here my third one and last one. It's growing quite well. This is Comet King, and it's growing quite well. It has grown 2 growths, which are quite big, although not as big as the previous ones, but they have finished growing. But now they recently decided to produce another new growth, and therefore I'll have to keep watering and fertilizing, reducing the amounts, of course, but it will have to grow to be strong for next year. So these are the ones. Now we have the Dendrobium phalaenopsis, and they are not doing too good. They had a setback last year, and this one lost most of its roots and didn't go too well during the summer. I believe he's growing a cakey over there. And only about a month ago he decided to start producing roots, and it produced this beautiful growth here. So I will take it home as soon as temperatures cool down, because it will be too cold for this plant here in the winter. But for the time being, it's staying still outside. Last but not least, we have banana chocolate, also a Dendrobium phalaenopsis. This one is not doing that well either. It didn't grow much last year. It grew a cakey from there, which is somewhere here in the pot. It's growing, although very slowly. And this year it got burnt, but it was not burnt by the sun. I believe it was by the heat, because there's no sun where it was standing. So I believe this was the heat, the sudden heat we had some time ago. But it's growing. This is a new growth. This is also a new growth. No, this is another new growth. And now he decided to put on a spike. It's not a fabulous spike. As you can see, it's not that impressive, but it's a spike. So let's see how it goes. It will spend the winter home together with the polar fire. And so this is it for my Dendrobium in semi-hydro. Day temperatures have dropped slightly in the meantime, and it rained just a little bit, but it's still pleasant. The warm growers are still enjoying being here, so they are not being moved just yet. But I have to go now. I will see you in the next video. Bye!